What will NASCAR's schedule look like in 5 years? Earlier I made a video predicting the roster, the full-time roster, and that did pretty well. But let's see what the schedule is going to be. Now, as you may know, on my YouTube channel, Upper Group Gaming, subscribe to it if you have not already, I did a 2026 Cup Series. Now, the schedule in this video will not be the exact same, as I pretty much did a copy of the 2021 schedule, but with a few changes. A lot of them I made just kind of along the way. And I'll just use a 36 race schedule. That'll just make it a whole lot easier. Before I start, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. To open the season, the Clash will be no more, but they will race at Daytona Road Course for the opening race of the season, the Saturday night before the Super Bowl, just to kind of hype up the season. Now, this of course means that Daytona 500 will be the second race of the season, and this is not a wish list, I will tell you that, but I just think it's gonna happen. You know, I just because of what NASCAR has done recently, I think Daytona Road Course being the first race and Daytona 500 being the second just makes sense to what would happen, but not obviously what I'd like, and I'm sure you would have to agree with that. NASCAR will keep the opening month at Florida, with the third race being at Homestead. Next, NASCAR will head to Atlanta, now a quote super speedway, but I don't think it will produce quite pack racing unless, you know, it all depends on really the package that they put out there. Then NASCAR will begin its West Coast string, beginning with Las Vegas, and then they will head to Auto Club, now a short track, for the first short track of the season. Phoenix will once again be a major staple in the West Coast swing, being the 7th race of the season. And then Sonoma, because it's so hot in California, I think they'll push it back to earlier in the season with the 8th race, part of the West Coast swing. Texas Motor Speedway will still be on the schedule, but only with one race, and that will be the 9th race of the season. Race 10 of the season will be at Martinsville, the paperclip, followed by another historic fan favorite track, Talladega, followed by two more, Richmond and Darlington. Then the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. After that, we will have 3 races in a row at Tennessee, the Tennessee Triple Crown. First of all, you have the Nashville Fairgrounds on Saturday, and then the Nashville Superspeedway on Sunday night. The one problem is that maybe this wouldn't work logistically, but I think they could figure something out. Nashville is such a booming market for NASCAR. The third and final race of that will be at Bristol for the All-Star race, which is kind of underwhelming in the past in 2020, but this time it will be on dirt. I think that might work a little bit better. Then there is an off week followed by Michigan. After that, it's Pocono. July 4th weekend will be at Road America, continuing the tradition in Wisconsin. The week after that, the Cup Series will head to Knoxville. Now, it didn't work very well in the trucks, but I think NASCAR could get used to that, and a lot of that just had to do with a lot of the drivers. So there's 2 dirt races. One of them is a points and one of them is not. So this will be the only dirt point paying race of the season. Next up is New Hampshire. It's a good track, and I hope NASCAR stays there long term, followed by Dover. Now, maybe the summer date didn't work and it's a bit weak, but that's where I put it. After that will be the annual street course race. Now, I know there's rumors that it's Chicago, but maybe this will start in Chicago for the first time, and then I think they'll just tour into different cities such as Denver or LA. I just gave Chicago, I don't know when this will start, but Chicago will be the first one. My prediction, at least. After that will be the August off week, and then we will head to IRP, now known as Lucas Oil Raceway, outside of Indianapolis. I really hope NASCAR brings this short track to the Cup Series. I know Indy Road Course and Indy Oval, but I think that IRP would work a lot better. And then another new track, Most Sport in Canada. It's been canceled the last couple of years due to Canada's restrictions on COVID, but now they'll bring it back, and I think it will come to the Cup Series. It's home of many great finishes, and I think NASCAR would like to go north of the border. There's a lot of fans up there. I mean, obviously not as many as here in the States, but I do think that if they have one, it would do fairly well. Next up, there's Daytona for the playoff cutoff race. And to begin the playoffs, NASCAR will head to Darlington, the throwback race. After that will be the night race at Las Vegas, and Talladega will be the playoff cutoff race for the round of 16. The round of 8 will feature a short track in Richmond, Coda, and Kansas as the cut race. And for the round of 8, you will have Atlanta to begin it, then you will go to Charlotte Roval, and then finally the cutoff race will be the Bristol night race. So you have a short track, a road course, and an intermediate in the final round of 8. And finally, the championship will be the night race at Martinsville on a Sunday night. So the races to lose a day will be the Texas All-Star race. No one likes Texas anymore. Bristol Spring, but that gets replaced by the Bristol Dirt All-Star race. Bristol Spring has seen a drop of demand up until the Bristol Dirt race. And you also have Kansas. While I like it, I just don't see that mile and a half keeping 2 dates for long. Indianapolis Road Course. The race was kind of a disaster. You still stay in the Indianapolis market at the short track, and short tracks are better, by the way. And Pocono loses its second date. And then for the new races, obviously you have the Nashville Fairgrounds, the street course, Knoxville, Bristol Dirt All-Star and IRP, which I alluded to earlier, and finally Motorsport. And then the calendar for 2026 is the same as for 2020 except for Leap Day. So the dates are pretty much the same for that except for the first couple of races. And maybe I could have done better with not getting into the NFL season as much or shortening the schedule, but I just wanted to keep it like it was in that respect. But just the races is what I changed, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like and just let me know in the comment section down below what changes you would make to mine or NASCAR's current schedule. See you later.